Welcome back to Movies on the Brain, where we dig into the most intense and dramatic films. I'm Jason, and today we're diving into the psychological thriller Obsessed from 2009. Directed by Steve Sill, Obsessed is a film with tension, obsession, and betrayal. Starring Idris Elba, Beyonce, and Ali Larter, this thriller takes us into a world where boundaries blur and dangerous attraction spirals out of control. In Obsessed, we witness how a seemingly perfect life is thrown into chaos as tensions rise and secrets come to the surface. Let's unpack this pulse-pounding thriller and see what makes it such an unforgettable ride. So, Obsessed opened in theaters on April 24th, 2009, with a budget of $20 million. During its 8-week theatrical run, it earned a total of $68.2 million domestically and $5.5 million internationally, making a worldwide total of $73.8 million. Its opening weekend saw it earn $28.6 million, finishing number one in the box office, ahead of the likes of 17 Again, Fighting, Soloist, and Earth, numbers 2 through 5 respectively, with Fighting, The Soloist, and Earth also opening the same weekend. Final week in theater saw it earn $121,807, finishing its box office run at number 33. Barrett Charles works for a finance company and lives with his wife Sharon and their 2-year-old son Kyle. While he is at work, he is friendly to a temp, Lisa Sheridan. Believing Derek was flirting with him, she tries to seduce him. Although Derek repeatedly rejects her, Lisa continues to pursue him and makes sexual advances towards him at the office Christmas party. Later, she follows him to his car and flashes him until he forces her out of his car. Derek intends to report Lisa to Human Resources, but learns that she has quit her job. Thinking Lisa has given up, Derek is nervous when he receives flirtatious emails from her. He and his workmates visit a resort for a conference where she shows up. When he confronts her, she spikes his drink. Incapacitated, she then follows him into his hotel room. Derek confronts Lisa again the following day, and hours later discovers her lying nude in his bed after attempting suicide and calls for an ambulance. After repeated attempts to reach him on his phone, Sharon finds him at the hospital and suspects that he and Lisa had an affair, as Lisa claims. Detective Monica Reese questions Derek's fidelity to Sharon, but soon becomes skeptical of Lisa's claims due to inconsistencies in her story. Refusing to believe Derek, Sharon kicks him out of the house. 3 months later, Derek and Sharon reconcile over a birthday dinner. While they are out, Lisa tricks the babysitter Samantha into letting her into the house. When Derek and Sharon return home, they discover that Lisa has taken Kyle. Derek intends to pursue her, only to find Kyle sitting in the back seat of his car. He and Sharon immediately take Kyle to the hospital for a checkup. When they return home, they find Lisa has trashed their bedroom and removed Sharon's face from their family portrait. Sharon leaves a threatening voice message on Lisa's phone, and she and Derek set up a home alarm system. Lisa learns that Derek and Sharon will be going out of town for a few days, with her leaving in the afternoon and him the next day. Sharon is on her way to pick up Kyle. She realizes that she forgot to set the alarm system and returns home. Lisa breaks into the Charles' house while setting the alarm. Sharon hears Lisa and confronts her. When Derek calls the home phone, Lisa answers, prompting him to alert Detective Reese as he rushes home. Sharon chases Lisa to the attic and leads her to a weak spot in the attic floor, where she falls through. Lisa falls onto the glass table below and is killed when the chandelier falls from the ceiling and crushes her. Detective Reese arrives as Sharon comes out of the house and embraces Derek. Now let's look at the cast and some of the other roles they've had. Idris Elba as Derek Charles. Other roles for Idris Elba include Sam Nelson in the TV show Hijack, Bloodsport in The Suicide Squad, and Roland in The Dark Tower. Beyonce Knowles as Sharon Charles. Other roles for Beyonce Knowles include Dina Jones in Dreamgirls, Foxy Cleopatra in Austin Powers and Goldmember, and Queen Tara in Epic. Ali Larter as Lisa Sheridan. Other roles for Ali Larter include Victoria in The Hater, Susan Orden in The Last Victim, and Amelia Slater in the TV show Pitch. Jerry O'Connell as Ben. Other roles for Jerry O'Connell include the coroner in Play Dead, Charlie Carter in the TV show Carter, and Superman in Justice League Dark. Christine Lottie as Detective Monica Reese. Other roles for Kristen Lottie include Cheryl Luria in the TV show Evil, Ellen in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, and Beth Larson in Operator. Scout Taylor Compton as Samantha. Other roles for Scout Taylor Compton include Laurie Strode in 2007's Halloween, Lita Ford in The Runaway, and June in Bury the Bride. Bruce McGill as Joe Gage. Other roles for Bruce McGill include Jonas Cantrell in Law Abiding Citizen, Kim Foster in American Underdog, and Pat Mullen in Run All Night. Matthew Humphries as Patrick. Other roles for Matthew Humphries include Doug Jones in the TV show Bar Karma, Jeff in the TV show Half-Life, and Landers in the TV show NCIS New Orleans. Richard Ruccolo as Hank. Other roles for Richard Ruccolo include Pete Dunville in the TV show Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place, Glenn in the TV show Joey, and Mike Murr in the TV show Legit. Nathan and Nicholas Myers as Kyle Charles. This has been both Nathan and Nicholas Myers' only role so far. Before I give my thoughts on this movie proper, I just wanted to say that when I started this channel, I started making my list of movies I wanted to review. This wasn't the first overall movie, but it was definitely the first thriller I put on. I knew this was one that I wanted to review. And, now getting into my review, immediately I love the on-screen chemistry between Beyonce and Idris Elba. They really do feel like they are married, even though it is just a movie. When we first get introduced to Ali Larter's character Lisa, if you've seen the movie before, you automatically feel the tension start to build. When the music cue comes in after Lisa tells Derek that she might see him Monday, it kind of gives you a sense of unease. I do really love the power struggle between Lisa and Derek when he starts rattling off what calls she needs to make, then asks if he's going too fast, and she pulls out the "I'm just waiting for you." And that's actually a really fun exchange right there, I feel like. Ali Larter and Idris Elba really do have some good on-screen chemistry, and they have an interesting dynamic. Whether Lisa was actually having guy troubles or not, Ali Larter was playing it up great, and she got Derek to say the 4 words that she wanted to hear, become obsessed with him, which those words were, "If I were single," because her mood completely changed after he said those 4 words. Jerry O'Connell and Matthew Humphrey are the perfect comic relief in this. Lisa fully becomes obsessed and goes into the men's room with the music cued. Just shows the lengths she's going to go to try to get him. That scene in the parking garage, you can really see Lisa becoming more and more obsessed with Derek. Honestly, I have never felt more anxious than when Lisa lied to the babysitter than held Derek's son. The whole scene really gave me chills, and then the cut back and forth between that and Sharon and Derek reconciling with such a contrast in scenes. And I really just love how well shot the fight scene between Lisa and Sharon was, and I really liked the show of compassion from Sharon, even though it ultimately spelled the end for Lisa. Let's see what kind of fun facts I can find. There's quite a few. Passionate sex scene between Derek and Sharon was written in the original script, but it was never filmed. The character of Lisa suffers from a mental disorder known as erotomania. LL Cool J was originally set to play Idris Elba's part. According to the first draft of the script, the scene where Lisa seduces Derek in his car was originally supposed to be more sexually revealing than what was filmed. The backless red dress Lisa wears to the hotel and on the film's poster was sewn from scratch, using design elements the actress playing her liked from different dresses considered for that sequence. The rest of the garments used in the film were store bought. This is Beyonce's first film role where she does not sing, although she has a song featured in the movie's credits. Beyonce had little difficulty preparing for her fight scene with Ali Larter despite not being a trained combatant, as she found that the fight choreography for the film was very similar to the dance choreography in her music videos. It was a challenging shoot for both actresses nonetheless, as Larter had to do the entire fight scene in just panties and a jersey, while Beyonce was wearing a high-heeled boots like a tripper. Zoe Saldana was the first choice for the lead role of Sharon before Beyonce was cast. The boots Beyonce wore in the fight sequence were sold at an auction back in 2013. The total bid and buyer's premium was a total of $1,172. Idris Elba enjoyed working with Beyonce because she was so dedicated to the film and her character. Beyonce got interested in the film because of Sharon's empowerment, and Sharon was protective. Beyonce worked very closely with Idris Elba and Stephen Hill. He considered it to be the deepest film she had ever gone to be prepared for a film because she doesn't play a singer, which was rather difficult. And that's a wrap on my review of Obsessed. This film brings a gripping mix of tension, obsession, and intense confrontations that keep you on the edge until the final moment. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like and subscribe to Movies on the Brain for more deep dives into films that keep you guessing. Let me know your thoughts on Obsessed. Were you on the edge of your seat too? Drop your comments below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your guard up because you never know who might be watching.